Hey guys, how are you? Good evening. I am Neena Perez. And guys, I just wanted to come out here to let you know that I am loving helping women master their game, and I help women create that profitable and impactful business that they are envisioning in their heart and minds. And I am here for the women who are ready to map out and refine their business trajectory. So if you have huge goals and you're working on them, this is what I do. I help people master their game, which is goals, accountability, mind flow, and energy. And I am here because I want to make sure that you guys are aligning yourself with your goals, because if you are not aligning yourself with your goals, you are not reaching or looking at anything specific, and you are going to get overwhelmed. You're going to overwhelm yourself, and you're going to think that the goal is bigger than you can reach. And I wanted to break that down, right? Because a lot of times we are not looking at where we're going, and then we're frustrated when we're not there, wherever there is, right? And there's a big way to support your goals, support your life. And there's a lot of different tools and techniques that you can use. So I want to make sure that we can work together and that I can help, support you, and we can support each other in the realization of what your goals really are so that you can have results, right? So arranging your life around your goals is going to help you create that exact life that you really want. And so I have a couple of strategies that I kind of wanted to just drop today. If you're here, go ahead and leave some comments and I'll try to pull those up. Okay. So the very first thing that I do with any of my clients is we define what your goals are. You have to know what your goals are. What is it that you're aiming for? This is always going to be your first step, right? Success isn't an accident. It really isn't. I've worked my tail off, so I know it's not an accident. It requires you to have a vision. It requires you to put attention into it. And you need to ask yourself really poignant questions that will really help you think about what your real goal is. What is it, right? What is it that you want, right? What is it that you really want? And over what time frame do you want it? I want you to pause for a second and think about that. All right. What is it that you want, and how is it that you really want it? And I want you to know what that feels like. What are all of those aspects in your life, and what does it look like? See, when I work with people, we work on different things. We work on how something feels, how something tastes, how something smells. What do you think about? Hey, Dominique. Hi. So good to see you as usual. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you for popping on. And what's going on is I've been talking to a lot of C-suite people, right? Through my coaching business, where they're really like, they're go-getters. It's not like people are not go-getters or trying to define who they are. They're just kind of feeling stuck, like they're kind of feeling overwhelmed, like what's going on, right? And I realized that it's because we know we have goals. We know we want to aim for something, but we're not being completely specific on what that is. And so when I say master your game, that's what I work on, is mastering your game. What are your goals, accountability? What's your mind flow like? And what is your energy? What are you bringing to the table? How are you showing up for you? That's super important, right? So, what we try to do is we go through this process of breaking down and arranging your goals and your life in such a way that you will win, whatever that win is for you, right? Because when you're working together, you get to support each other, you get to complement each other, you get to really start to realize, what are these goals? What is it that I want? And what is the result that I want? What's that, Dom? Yes, she does. Hit her up. Ah, thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Because you know what, Dom, it's important to me, right? That we arrange your life and your goals to help you create that exact life that you want, because life is so freaking short and it's fleeing, it's leaving us, it's not here. It's like every second is gone. So it's important to me that you define what your goals are, What are they? And we work through that together. Do you know what your goals are? This is always going to be the first step to anything because success, like I said, isn't by accident. It requires you to have a vision and an intention. You need to ask yourself real questions. And sometimes they get a little uncomfortable because you don't know exactly how you want to answer that or what you want to do. But the truth is that, I really do want to elevate what you're doing, right? Thank you, Dom. And I ask you, like, what is it that you really want? And we dig into that. What is it that you really want? And over what time frame do you want that? Right? Because we clarify exactly what you want to happen in such details, right? That it feels like you are already there. And that is the point. When you are there, I want you to tell me, what does this look like? Right? What does this feel like? What does this taste like? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you drinking a margarita on a beach somewhere? Right? What does this sound like? Because I'm going to like push your brain and you into like what is an ideal world for you? Like if you were in that ideal world right now, what is it that you really really want? And is that what you really want lining up with your goals, with where it is you want to go? Right? So let's do this backwards for a moment. I want you to imagine yourself already achieved your goal. You already achieved it, right? Now, I want you to look at that point and I want you to work backwards on your journey and tell me how you got there. How did you get to that place where you are already at, right? Mentally, you are already there. What will you do about that? How is it that you're going to do that? How will you put those steps in place to get to that place working backwards, right? Another thing I want you to do is check the people that you're surrounding yourself with. All right? Because are these people in your life supporting you in your goals and your vision and where you're going? Right? You have a choice to make. Are the people that you are spending time with helping you? Are they supporting you? Are they there helping to be able to make your purpose real? Or are you spending a lot of your time, a lot of your effort, a lot of your vision and your purpose with people who are less likely to be there for you, less likely to support you, less likely to truly want this for you? Because there are different people in our lives that we choose to have there. Now, we can choose to have them there because we feel sorry or we outgrew them and we don't know how to deal with that. Now, you're going to have to deal with that because we need to bring in people into your network that you need to connect with in order for you to achieve the goals that it is you want to achieve. Sometimes you just outgrow people. So you need to invite new people into your circle that will support your goals. If you have to bend down to fit into the room, you've outgrown the room. It is time to find a bigger room that you can stand up in. It is time to find the room where you can be a part of, not that you have to bend down to get in. Okay? As they always say, right? That you become like the people you spend the most time with, right? We might not want to admit that, but some of that is true. So are you spending time with the right people? Are these people elevating you? All right? Do you like who you are when you are around these people? Do you act at your best self? Okay? I want you to think about that. I also want you to think about your regimen. If you want to run that marathon, I'm not trying to run no marathons right now, but if you want to run that marathon, that's a different type of regimen than if you're someone who wants to just do bodybuilding or, just get lean or something like that. Those are two different things. All right. So you have to check that. Do you check your energy? Do you check what you're doing? Do you check how you're feeling around different things? What is your regimen? All right. Do you lose a lot of focus? Do you need a lot of focus for where it is you're going? What type of energy allows you to do the best work? Pay attention, guys. Pay attention to how it is that certain things are impacting you mentally and physically. What is happening right now at that moment? What is happening? And it is okay to take a pause and try to analyze what is happening at this moment. Okay. How important is this to you? All right. Is it that important? Maybe it's not that important, and maybe it is. And if it is, you need to check it. Another thing I want you to think of is rest. What is the optimal amount of rest that you are going to need in your life to be able to recharge and to be able to go after that goal more effectively? If you get the rest, the pause that you need, instead of trying to do 150,000 things without any real focus, you're going to lose, right? So check your rhythm. Check your rhythm. Check your cadence. Check how it is that you flow. You don't got to be like anybody else. Your body may be telling you that it's time for a damn pause. Your brain may be telling you you are overworked. Stop. And you need to pay attention. All right. The next thing I want you to think about is your time, because you ain't got no extra time in your day. I know I don't. We got all 24 hours in a day. How are you going to spend each time? How are you going to spend your day? How are you going to spend the allotted amount of time that you have? Because you, my friend, are not promised tomorrow. Neither am I. So are you wasting time? Do you have too many distractions and too many pursuits that are not serving you? When you are using your time to chase after your goals in the right way, you are, then you are accomplishing something. But if you're chasing your goal and you're just chasing your tail, it's not effective. You're wasting time. And you need to know the most easiest and most effective way to be able to go ahead after what it is that you want. So why don't you stop for a second and track your time and see where it is you're spending a lot of your time? Is it scrolling, right? Is it all this education, but you ain't doing nothing? What is it, right? You need to check that, all right? Another one is, are you living where you're supposed to be living? Are you in the right neighborhood, the right city? Are you in the right town? Are you in the right place? Maybe these places that you're living aren't even supporting your goals. Are you too afraid to make the change that you need to make to go somewhere that will support your goals, right? I was thinking about this earlier because a friend of mine is a snowboarder. And I'm like, how difficult would it be to practice on becoming the world's best snowboarder if he was living in Miami? Where he gonna practice at, right? So where do you need to be to maximize the best odds for your success? Where do you need to be? I was talking about to my son and his beautiful girl, who's my daughter-in-law. And they were talking about this and how they need to shift in order to get to where they want to go, right? So then you need to think about that. Are you in the right town? Are you in the right city? Are you in the right place? Do you want to be in a condo or do you want to be in a farm? Do you want to be in the mountains? Do you want to be in the ocean? Do you want to be near the ocean? Do you want to be, where do you want to be? Right? Do you want to be alone? Do you like to be with others? Think about that. That's going to be really strategic in supporting where it is you want to go. Are you making enough money right now to support your goals? Where do you want to be in your career? Is your career helping you? Is it hurting you? Are your efforts going towards your goals being persuaded or pushed by your career? For example, if you need to be free during the day, maybe you need to follow your goals. I mean, maybe you need an evening job instead, right? You need to make sense of what it is that you want in your life. All right. If your current job, your career path, what you're going for does not support the life that you want, then you need to research, what does that mean exactly? How do I then look at other avenues and see what it is that does support my goals? How do I look at something else to see what it is that will help me manage my career and what I want to build, right? Big goals require you to put in some effort. All right. You need to put the effort in to coordinate those aspects of your life. If you want to run that big marathon, okay, you can work that around your schedule if you wanted to. If that's your goal, then work it out. If you want to become a billionaire, it's just going to take a little bit more effort than trying to, work out your little schedule. You have to really think about, what does that mean when I say I want to become a billionaire? What does that entail, right? It's going to take some effort. How big are your goals, and are you serious about them? Because people tell me all the time they have a bunch of goals, and then when we sit down and talk about their goals, they don't even know what they want. So you need to be serious about what it is you want. And are you ready to arrange your life to support that goal? Maybe you're not. So then maybe that's not really the goal for you. All right. And I want you to win. I want you to win, guys. And I don't know if you guys have been watching me on Mondays, but if you haven't, I really want you to, because I am on there every Monday, Winjack TV or Straight Talk, No Sugar Added, on YouTube. And on LinkedIn and everywhere. But the whole point is right now I'm doing an entire series on you winning, on a mindset to win. Because I know for me, I have really gone through some bull crap in my life, and I am doing all the work I have to do to make sure I win. Today was a tough day, right? So then I said to myself, man, I don't feel that great today. I'm really struggling. What is going on here? So then I said, you know what? I'm going to go and look at what my goals are. What is it that I want to do? And how do I then impact others to help them get to where they want to go? The only way to do that is to get off your tailbone and figure out what it is you want in life. And I just gave you several of them. I gave you I think it was 7 tips on how is it that you can really start to formulate the goals for your life, right? So number 1 was define what your goals are. You really got to do that. You have to sit down and check yourself. What are your goals? What do you really want? When do you want to have them, right? Clarify exactly what that is, all right? In an ideal world, what would it look like? And when you say that, does it align to where it is you really want to go? Because sometimes we really want this, but we think we should say this. I don't want that. That's phony. I want you to actually go for what you want. I don't care how silly it sounds to whomever. We're talking about you. Okay. Now, check the people that surround you. Because if you're trying to talk to people about your dreams and goals and they keep shutting you down, maybe it's time to move on from that. Maybe it's just time to move on from some of the friends you outgrew. Listen, we outgrow friends. I'm sure you're a lot of you are probably not still friends with that kindergarten buddy, right? Because unless that person has grown in the same level as you grown at the same pace, you're probably not friends anymore. Why? You outgrew your friends. Sometimes you just outgrow them. That doesn't mean that's mean or cruel or that it's not nice to not be there. What it means is that you are trying to be in a room where you can stand up straight and not have to bend down to be in the room. Okay. So you have to check who you have in your network and who you can bring into your network. Okay. And then your regimen, make sure that you check yourself, right? Make sure that you are checking your energy. What is it that you are aligning yourself up with? And when I'm talking about energy, I'm talking about like your spirit, your soul, the way you feel. Are you drained when you're with this person? Are you energized? Are you drained when you do this activity? Or are you willing to keep going? There's a lot of different things that we do that hurt us and we don't realize it or don't want to realize it. Sometimes we start businesses and then we realize we didn't like that business. I know. I know. There's a lot of businesses in my life that I've gotten involved in that it wasn't for me. And I had to figure that out. And that's cool. I always feel like everything can serve you for you to learn something new about yourself, about what you could and couldn't do, about what the abilities and capabilities that you have. All right. So watch your regimen. All right. Watch your regimen and also your time. Your time is valuable because you do not have time to waste. And if somebody is sucking your time out and draining you dry, you need to check that because that's on you to check. Nobody can do that but you. But you really need to check what is it that you want to spend your time on. And if you're spending your time on things that are not serving you, you need to stop. Now, I'm not saying you need to stop doing everything. Stop watching movies. Stop being on TikTok. Stop being on Instagram. You don't need to do that. But you need to watch and see, Are those things draining you? Are they stealing from you, or are they enhancing you? That's what you need to do. Okay. So I've limited my time on social media. Now I'll do little clips that you'll see. But the truth is, I'm not sitting there all day scrolling. Nobody got time for that. I have a lot of beautiful things I want to do in my life and impact people's lives. And that's just not gonna take that's not gonna steal from me what I want to do. All right. And then I want you to check your home, make sure that you're living in the right place, the right town, the right home, the right environment that's conducive to the goals that you want to reach. All right. And then check your career, check your business, check and see if that's really what you want to do and if it's filling you with what you need. A lot of us work for the paycheck to support the side hustle we got. Not a problem with that. Not a problem with that. Just make sure that the one that you're using to give you the paycheck is not draining you of all of your energy, resources, mindset, and all of that to get there, because then it's not serving you. Then it's kind of wasting your time then instead of enhancing your time. Okay. I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys because I feel like my heart goes out to so many who are struggling with just kind of aligning themselves because they feel overwhelmed, and they feel overwhelmed because they're really just giving themselves so much stuff to think about and do that they're not aligning what it is they want to do. I have very specific goals. I am going to reach these specific goals, and I'm going to align myself with coaches and mentors and stuff in my life, my personal life, that will help me reach the goals that I want to reach. So I hope that you found this useful. I hope you found some value in this. But I want to thank you for spending this time with me. And I just wanted to come on here quickly. I know it's only been like 20 minutes or so, but I hope that you could take away something from this. Okay. This is Neena Perez. This is Straight Talk, No Sugar Added. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share, because I'm trying to grow my community, which is growing at a beautiful rate. I'm almost at 10,000 downloads for my podcast, which is super exciting. But I want to make sure that if you need the help, reach out. We can do a discovery call. Okay. It's straighttalknosugaradded.com. You can go on there and look at my Calendly and just go ahead and book something. And I will be more than happy to go through what my signature program is, which is Mastering Your Game. And that is, we are going to really work on your goals, your accountability, your mind flow, and your energy, because you need those things together in life to master your game. This is Neena Perez. This is Straight Talk, No Sugar Added. I'm really grateful. Until next time. Hey guys, this is Neena Perez, and this is Straight Talk, No Sugar Added.